This is the, or was, the Hartford blue coloured bridge, and it's very noisy. And I was giving you a view of the River Weaver, which we're going to get off this main road and find some peace. And we're sort of following on from another walk, and I'm heading back to where I finished. Or if you like, where I started actually, today, because I'm now returning. He's got his lights on. How do the... It's getting quieter. There's a far nicer bridge which is a bit further on, which is a railway bridge, old-fashioned Victorian structure. There it is. Well, it does its job. It's not a bad looking bridge really, is it? They must have had a surplus of blue paint, you know, for the council. In the old days it was a joke, everything was painted grey, but it was after the war. I mean, whether that's a real story or not, you know, for battleships, and no longer, so nearly everything, utility thing was painted battleship grey. There we are, the lovely River Weaver, another aspect of it. Yep. It's very sunny, but it's not as hot as it was a couple of days ago. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm just saying it's easier walking then. And it's quite well shaded on a lot of the parts of the walk here, so yeah. Now then, shall we go through here? It's only a little viewpoint, but let you see what it says. You can pause it if you wish. There we are. That's better. just a small diversion. These are bulrushes. If you open them up when they ripen a bit more, they're very, it's like a stuffing. You know, you can see some of them there. There is the odd dragonfly that sort of flashes by. Can't really catch, unless you're a bit lucky. I have done it before where it's settled down and managed to get up close. Further upriver, I was talking to a gentleman who was living in a desirable residence across the other side of the river, and he was telling me that there are kingfishers on the river. And as I could see him, and I saw something flash by. But he was quite a distance away. It's quite wide, the river. I haven't seen any boats today of any kind, or canoes, nothing. Got that sort of sparkle on the river from the sun. Just look back at the, oh, can't see the bridge. Didn't know I'd gone so far. The good thing about, you know, it's been rather wet this year, and even from, you know, the last month or so, the vegetation has benefited, I think, from the rain. Could be a good autumn, you know, for people who have orchards and stuff, or for people who just want to go blackberrying or things like that. That'll be there's still, I've seen some blackberries that are out, fruited. It's a good sign. We're nowhere near the end of autumn, which is a few months away. So that's the train. I mentioned a viaduct, and I think it's just crossed the river. another train. How do?
Hello.
Hello. You know, things like this in the Lake District, there's a dragonfly flying ahead. I can see it, but it wouldn't come up on the camera. Yeah, this is where poets inspires them. You know, mountains and canals, rivers. But there's a guy called, he does a very brilliant, what should I say, suburban city type thing. It's called Chicken Town. If you look that up, it's John Cooper Clarke, and it's the one, there have been many versions, but the one, he's actually on the train and he's looking out the window, and of course, you know, you get the idea. Certainly not Wordsworth, but it is very good, very gritty. Yeah, so I suppose on that, you know, it's not exclusive to mountains and stuff. Well, there's poets write about the ancient mariner and all that stuff. Interesting. There's room for everything. Just a glance of the viaduct there, which is coming up next. Have you got your programme? Right, yeah, you've got to turn over now onto page 2, the viaduct, the railway viaduct. You know, and it's got all the information I could tell you, but it's easier to do it that way. You know, the whole history. Yeah. I love things like this. See, this is the Victorian era, and it's very impressive. It'll last a long time. Still, yeah, a bit like the trees. Yeah, probably last longer than the trees even. They last for centuries. Because the industrial age in that isn't old enough yet to see how long that would last. Or yeah. Hi there. Hi. Let's have a look at the arches. No, I don't mean the arches. They're on BBC Radio 4. It's the arches. Great. Combination of the trees and the river helps as well, doesn't it? Yeah. I know. Let these people go past. Hi there.
How you doing?
Hi there. Right, go. Yeah, one of the nicest rivers in the northwest, you know, if we localise it, probably in Britain. It's a matter of opinion, but I think it's lovely.
Okay, alright, well, anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, I'll chat to you just later.
The bridge is gone now. Trees. Just the trees. And the river. Spotter fishing. Yeah, can't. Well, it's on the viaduct, but you can't get the perfect shot every time. Now this is interesting. These are two houses here with wonderful views of the river. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? Don't know. I'd have to check it when I process it myself to see if I captured that. Appeared to be chasing after a little butterfly or something. Dragonfly, that is. Post. The old hollyhocks. So, I have to go back down again now. Yeah, it's number 2. Lovely. Got a sort of crest of arms up there, some kind. Don't know whether it's. I've got a crest of arms. It's got a couple of helmets on it. Are they your? No, they're not my family. Shut up. Yeah. Right, and as you can see, there's a lovely view from there. Very nice. And we're not far from the locks. And that 2 post boxes there, so I don't know how the postman gets here. Must be on a bike, I would think. Do they give them e-bikes? You'd have thought, no, probably not. They've been nicked. So this bit you've seen, but we continue now. We're going to the Abbey. So we're crossing the river here onto the other side. Oh good, that's handy. Thanks for that. Yeah, I captured that yesterday, a boat going through. Well, several. One was just departing the locks on a reel. It's Facebook reel, and then the other was on YouTube, a short, about 5-7 minutes or so, with the CRT opening the locks up. That means Canal and River Trust, CRT. And they're there now. There's a couple. So we'll just capture what we will. I don't want to stop because I've made a film at this place. Yes, it was only yesterday. So no doubt the boat is there. I can see it. Oh, I'm trapped. I can't get across. Oh no. So I'll have to wait for the boat to be released. Only take a few minutes. No entry, it says. Oh yeah. Oh, got 2 in 1 here. Bojangles, good name, isn't it? Feel like having a little dance. Mr. Bojangles. Look at that view there. See the signals? One of them's worse for wear, but they don't use them now, I don't think. Maybe at night they did, I don't know. Refer to the programme, page 3. Vale Royal and its workings. There's quite a few paragraphs and stuff there, and a few photographs in black and white. You want a joke? A bit of a wind up here, isn't it? Oh dear. Sorry about that. No, I've... The ladies are having a good chat there. Yeah, it's great. See, what happens is, this has to fill up with water so it can go to the level upriver there. It's all highly technical stuff. Just checking my watch, I believe time slows down when you're on the canals. So one of the CLT had for the bridge, they had a hand tool rather than a crank, using that. It's slow, isn't it? Grief. I might consider pausing, I don't know. Yeah, I'll pause it now and then I can moderate my language now. Taking the pause off. Hello viewers, nothing's really happened. They're now leaving. I thought they were going another way. That's how much of an expert I am. There they are. There's Bojangles again. Maybe it's a soundtrack, you know, of Saturday Night Fever or something. Well, Bojangles is heading off down the river. Maybe not. So we'll soon be crossing. Yes, I thought they were going the other way. I was just talking to the lady next to me and she told me that. Because you wouldn't know. You know. Because I was chatting, I wasn't aware the water was actually going out. It wasn't going up to get the other way. Yeah. And they go into the distance. On their merry way, as they say. There we are. He's going to swing the bridge. Yeah, mechanical thing on there. Nothing, let's do it by hand. See? Yeah. Put the kettle on. Yeah, a couple of minutes, you'll be alright. Cup of soup, coffee, tea. Cool beer. Right, that's a model there. She's going to put a camera away and have a Cadbury's flake. Tastes like chocolate, never tasted before. Mm. Yes, it's a slow pace. No rush. I think I'll pause it again. And we're off again. That's saved a lot of arm work doing that. That's for sure. In the old days they had arms like Popeye. That saved a lot of arm work.
I know, but it takes an eternity.
Well, no, yeah. I did mention that. I told our viewers to put the kettle on.
Right, okay. We put the kettle on, make a roast dinner,
Yeah, I'll make a
make the beds, do a bit of cleaning,
yeah.
lick a paint.
Or I could have done it in a, like, what's that where they do a long, you know, a night to day. Could have done that bit.
Time lapse.
Yeah, time lapse, yeah. Could have done it in a minute to reduce the hours.
Or weeks.
Or the
months.
weeks, or the, yeah. And the aging of everything and the trees growing and,
Yeah, and the seasons.
that's right, yeah. I won't move onto the bridge unless you tell me. Is it all right now? Thank you very much.
The after 3 bucks, I think. have you doing this.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to ring up so we know. Because if we know you're coming, we can have a lot ready for you. Some people ring up and they don't turn up.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I did need to pause it a bit. There we go. Now there is a path there, but I'm not going to try that because this is the way that I'm familiar with. Like I say, I couldn't park here. I don't know how the hell they got that thing there. So I parked at Vale Royal. There's a golf club. It just calls it an Abbey, but it's actually a golf club. And there is a car park there. So I've walked from there and it's not a bad walk. I try to get a job locally from where I am for CRT. Oh, there's a lovely picture of a heron here. It's just... Get out of the way of the vehicle. Look at that. Look at that, zoomed right in. I wish it was Johnny Morris. He used to give them narration, didn't he, from the bear or something. The bear was very, very laid back and big beast, but and yawning, and you know, he used to do that. That was a long time ago. He was a zookeeper come celebrity, Johnny Morris. There's a train going across there. See a little flash of the windows there, look at that. Oh, look at that. Not much to see from that range. There he is, he's still there, Mr. Heron, or Mrs. Heron. I mean, a lot of birds, the foliage varies, doesn't it, between the sexes, but I just don't know if that's the case with some birds. Strictly members, that's the view, Anglers Club. So, it's goodbye River Weaver now, as we continue our journey. Went that way. It's the Abbey that way and the river there.
Abbey that way, okay.
Aye.
Lovely, thank you.
It's a golf club now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted
he's not going where the golf club is, but he just needed to know the right direction. Yeah. I used to do walks for a club, and I mean, obviously there's people ask, I'll be doing a walk like this, maybe a bit steep, and they say, oh, you never mention this, you know, there's a walk description for people so they get an idea how long it is, and little details like that. If there's a place to stop halfway, they can have a drink or a coffee or something. But oh, you never mentioned this. And wherever you go, where we were, I was based in Southport, and we're going to the lakes and things like that. You know, you'd have to notice a slope. I just have to do my walk in Norfolk or Lincolnshire. But you never know, there's a couple of ladies with me behind, all elderly ladies, and they said I was at, where the hell was it now? It's in Shropshire, the Long Mind, and you can imagine it's like a big domed slope, and they're chatting away and they say, is there an ice cream van round here? And of course I start laughing, and within a minute there's like a mirage, and this, in the distance is an ice cream van. I apologise, you know, I made a big thing out of it because it was funny. We're all laughing. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I remember that, because they had the nerve to actually challenge me. Is there an ice cream van? I said, no way, you know, this kind of thing. And sure enough, there was. It turned up. What are the odds of that? I won't say there's probably thousands of them turn up over the year. I don't think so. But nevertheless, I was wrong. I've got over it. Yeah, good fun. Yeah, I was doing a family walk then, so we had a bigger range, you know, got families and some of the elderly. Although a lot of the elderly, I'm sort of retired now, but yeah. But the ladies usually just do a little short walk. It was fine. Near a place called Church Stretton, where a friend of mine, their parents used to live there. Obviously there's a car park here, and that's where the car is. But I'll walk the short distance to the actual clubhouse, come Abbey. Seems to be fair enough. Why would you not have a look at the Abbey? I could be wrong anyway. It could have been knocked down and the clubhouse built over the top of it. No, it seems a pretty old place. I hope I'm not in trouble. I'm not a member of the golf club. Park my car. Well, they're not to know, are they? They didn't have to display the membership badge in the car park, so I'll get away with it. Bit of a grifter, me, you know. Yeah. Very low budget guy, you know. I have to say that, you know, because I don't want all these, you know, people after me money. I like to just, you know, go for various caches of cash and just look at it, you know, and have a cup of tea. No. Could be locked out now. Says there's a security here. That's good, isn't it? For the club golf mat, they got their car and gives it a bit of security. Yeah. It's okay, it's got the footpath marker there. The little yellow arrow. What does it say? Security patrolled area, fair enough. Wow, that sun's bright. Oh, I haven't got the BBC camera, you know, that tracks the ball. Nice shot. I was crossing another golf course, and I noticed where the ball was, so I thought I'd stay. They were in the distance. It was out of bounds, but it's nice to get the ball back. So I stood there, and he thought that I wanted to speak to him because the ball had hit me, you know, because he didn't see it, but that wasn't the case. So we're all happy. So why is he looking a bit sort of ambled up to me? He said, oh, I said, no, it's just marking where your ball is. So that's the car park. Whatever it is, it's quietened down. That was nearly full when I set off. So let's head to the clubhouse, the 19th watering hole. Peter Alice was good on golf, wasn't he? He had the perfect voice for the... That's why he missed. Yeah. I reckon this is one of the top upmarket golf courses here. I don't think the membership would be cheap, there'd be a waiting list. That's a deep bunker that fella's in there. He got out. Yeah. So, just a quick look at this. guy's obviously practicing. He's having another few shots out the bunker. He's doing quite well. Yeah. Yeah, they're all practice one. There's a potting green here, practice green. Ah. Very good. When it was an abbey, just further around here, there's some very nice posh houses, but there's an old pathway that leads to a gateway, which is maybe as much as nearly half a mile away. So it's now a nice walk. It's not a road anymore. It's very imposing, isn't it? A clock on there as well. Let's just have a look at the clock tower and then, you know. Right, thanks very much for joining me on my walk along the Weaver. And if you want to see more, you can subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And just finally sweep round. Lovely day, even for golf. Okay then, bye bye for now.